All right, question. How much gold do we make in Marvel Strike Force every day? More specifically, how much gold do I make in Marvel Strike Force every day? I'll kind of show you where I'm at in the game. You can determine if you're further ahead of me or behind me, regardless of the situation. You are likely going to be earning roughly the amount of gold that I am earning. It doesn't waver by a ton. So there are a lot of different ways to earn gold every single day in Marvel Strike Force. The ones I used, I did a weekly total, and then I divided it by 7. Here are the ways to earn gold that I used. And I did not use all of them. I do want to preface this by saying I underestimated all of these. So, not all of them, but a lot of them I underestimated, and I did not overestimate any. So, when it's impossible to be exactly right because there are too many variables, but when I am wrong, I will be wrong under. So, whatever number I come up with, the reality of the situation is that I'm going to be earning more gold than that. Probably not much more, but I will be earning more gold than the number that I finalize at the end. So, again, the factors that I included were Blitz, Raid, daily objectives, campaign energy, gold orbs, war rewards, and the daily challenges. So to start with campaign energy, I do the 50 core refreshes on campaign energy. We also get some campaign energy every 5 minutes. I think it comes out to be like 288 per day. There are 288 5-minute increments in every day. So we get 288 energy from that. And I think we get 2 free refreshes on the clock every day as well. And I think those give you 80. So I took the sort of average amount of gold you get from completing or from farming a node, and it came out to be something like 1.14 million. So I went ahead and rounded that down to 1.1 million. So that's 1.1 million per week, by the way, not per day. Like I said, I'm doing this per week, and then I will divide it out by 7 to figure out how much per day. So if you do the 50 core refreshes, you don't allow your energy to max out, you collect the free energy you get, and then you farm nodes, you will make something around 1.1 million gold per week just from farming nodes. The next is Blitz. Blitz is easy. We have a Sunday Blitz and then 2 other Blitzes per week on average again. And from those, doing the math, you can do the math yourself or you can just trust me, we get 910,000 gold per week. These numbers, I might have done a little bit of math wrong. I don't think I did. I was pretty careful with my addition and subtraction and everything, but you get something like, I believe, 910,000 gold from just doing the Blitz milestones every single week. Raids. Currently, we are doing U6 and U7. The U6 is at difficulty 5. The U7 is at normal difficulty. You can see here we're in U7 right now, and you get 6,000 gold for completing a node in U7. In U6 difficulty 5, I believe you actually, I don't know if you get more, but no, you don't get more. You get 4,500 plus this 1,250, so it's something like 5,750. And in the Greek raids, you get another similar amount. You get 5,625. So on average, you should be doing, we do these raids every day. We do 30% of the Greek 4 and 60% on U6 at difficulty 5 or 30% on U7 at normal difficulty. Pretty average. And you should be completing about 10 nodes per day on each of these raids. So if you run these raids every day and you complete 10 nodes per day, you multiply that out by 7, and it came up to be around 796,250. I rounded that down as well from 796 to 750 to just for the variables of maybe not completing 10 full nodes a day, or maybe there being a day where we're not raiding. There also are those days where the Greek raids overlap and you might have 3 raids going at one time, which is extra gold for completing the nodes there. So the next one, so 750k gold from there, 910k gold per week from the Blitz, and 1.1 million gold from the energy is where we're at right now. Daily objectives, I'd already completed them, but I know you get over 100,000 a day from completing all the daily objectives. I think it's something like 105 or 115 or something like that. I did round down to 100K per day, so 700K per week from those. The next thing I did was war, because it's easy. We are in gold 2. So if you go into your Alliance War section and then go to League Info, you go over to your rewards, you can see what you earn for the victory and see what you earn for the defeat. I went ahead and just assumed that we win one, lose one, win one, lose one. If we do that, if you add 150 and 90, it comes up to 240. Find the average of that is 120. So I figured, okay, 120K gold for every war, win or loss on average, and we get three wars per week. So 120 times 3 is going to be 360,000 per week. So that is what we get from war. The next thing I looked at were the challenges, the daily challenges. We get to do these gold challenges 3 times every time they come around, and then 3 times per week. So wherever you're at, just multiply the amount of gold that you get times 3, and then take that number times 3. That number for me is 792,000 per week. And then the final thing I did, I believe, was the gold orbs that we get every day or every week. And you can see the gold orbs here. So you take this number times 3, and then take that number times 3. You also go over to the Greek raid and figure out how many gold orb fragments you get from there. For me, it's going to be something around 1,700. So you take 1,700 times 7, add it with the number you got from the challenges, and that's how many gold orb fragments you get per week. For me, it was a little bit over 14,000 gold orb fragments per week from the Greek raids and the gold challenges. I rounded that down to an even 14,000, which means I get 7 free gold orbs per week. Now there's some discrepancy on it. The minimum that you get from the gold orb is 150,000. The sort of consensus average that you get is about 200,000. So I use the average. 200,000 times 7 is 1.4 million. 1.4 million. So you take all of that, you add it up, and I got something around 6 million gold per week. You take 6 million divided by 7, and it's just shy of 900,000 per day. Now, I did not include a number of things. So just the factors that I talked about are giving me personally in my account just shy of 900,000 per day. However, we get the Payday event that comes around once a month, and I am not very far in the Payday event. I think I'm at the point where it gives you 350,000 every time you complete it, and you get to complete it 3 times. So I get 950,000 per time it comes through, which comes out to be something like 230, 225,000 per week. So that I didn't add that into my math. I also didn't add in your completions of Dark Dimension 1 twice and Dark Dimension 2 twice, and obviously Dark Dimension 3 twice, because I'm nowhere near that. But you get a significant amount of gold and gold orbs from completing Dark Dimension 1 and 2 both twice. That you get a significant amount of gold from completing those. Something else I also did not include were these daily rewards that we get. This calendar in June, every monthly calendar is going to give you some of these fragments. They don't give you very many, but it is something. It is something there. You can do the math and figure out, if you know that 200,000 is the average you get from a gold orb, you can do the math and figure out how much gold that 300 gold orb fragments should be worth. I did not do that for the sake of underestimating again. The next thing I didn't look into are these random gifts that FoxNext gives us. They give us 3 gold orbs every time there's a patch. And they do a patch every couple months, 2-3 months, something like that. I don't think it's on a schedule, but we get 3 gold orbs from there. We also get these, if if you've played the game for long enough, you know that Foxnex will randomly give us amounts of gold or different gold orbs or things that can give us gold. So it's something I didn't include in my math as well. So you can just assume that we get some more gold from there. And then the final thing I did not include that and I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure anyone that watched this video will realize that I didn't include something or I forgot something. But I didn't add anything in that shouldn't be there. The last thing I didn't include were these random orbs. You will undoubtedly get some orb or some gold from premium orbs. You will get some gold from basic orbs, from a lot of orbs, and from the milestone orbs. You can get these gold orb fragments on the side. I think you get either 500 or 200 whenever they drop. And there is it's basically a 1 in 4 chance that you get some sort of gold orb fragments to drop on the side. So didn't include those at all. So my math for my account came out to around 900,000 per day, and that's me rounding down. And that's not only with me rounding down in a couple of areas. I didn't round up in any area, didn't overestimate in any area, underestimated in a handful of areas, and I also did not include things like the Payday event, completing Dark Dimensions, any calendars, any Foxnex random gifts, and opening other orbs. So the actual number is probably closer for me to 1 million gold than 900,000 gold per day. It's probably almost exactly 1 million gold per day that I am making if I do all of these things as I have stated in this video. So that's kind of a good thing for me with the Symbiote Spider-Man milestone coming up. I know that I can spend about 900,000 to 1 million gold every day and not have to worry about this gold number of 8.8 million really going down at all. It's going to kind of hover around that 8.5 to 9 million if I spend 1 million gold a day. Now, if I want to go higher than that, if I want to go to the 1.8 million milestone that will give me an extra Symbiote Spider-Man shard, I can do the math and think, okay, I'm going to be losing about 800,000 gold per day that I do that. How many days can I do that without me running out of gold? And I've got a small collection of gold orbs left. I've got 20 left, so I've got a little bit stocked up there. So when it comes around, I can look at, okay, this event is going to be going on for, I think maybe 30 days or 2 weeks or whatever it is. And if every day I'm losing 800,000 gold, how many days will I be able to do that before I run out of gold, or before I need to open some more gold orbs to compensate for that? So anyway, I hope this helped out. Final interpretation is that an underestimated number of the amount of gold that I get per day is 900,000, and the more accurate number, which is likely if you consider every bit of gold that we get from everything that I didn't include, is probably closer to 1 million gold a day. So take that for what it is. You can do the math on your own account. Use the same stipulations that I did. Again, I looked at Blitz, raid, objectives, campaign energy, gold orbs, war, and the daily challenges. Came up with my number. What I did not look into was the Payday event, Dark Dimensions, calendars, any gifts that Foxnex gives us, and other, aka the random orbs from the milestones or milestone orbs that we get with the shards, and any other gold we get from opening other orbs. So that's what it is for me. I hope it helped you. Have a good day.